Hello friends, in this video I will give you a full description of the poem A Roadside Stand by Robert Frost. So let's start the poem. Point 1. A Roadside Stand is an interesting poem by Robert Frost, highlighting the frustration of rural people who strive for economic betterment by setting up roadside stand. Point 2. The poem reflects the rural-urban divide and the struggles of the poor. Point 3. The poet describes a small house with a newly built shed beside it, serving as a roadside stand to sell goods. Point 4. Rural people, filled with hope, wait for city dwellers to stop and purchase their items. They place their goods by the roadside, often disturbing the scenic view of the countryside, which city people value more for beauty than for supporting the locals. Point 5. The poet hints at the selfish attitude of the city dwellers who overlook the needs of rural communities. Point 6. The poet criticizes the wealthy city people who only care about their comfort while ignoring the hardships faced by the poor villagers who dream of financial relief. However, they are unnoticed and are often exploited by others. Point 7. The poet points out the false promises made to rural communities. They are often misled into believing that their lives will improve through schemes and developments initiated by the wealthy. These promises remain unfulfilled and thus their dreams are shattered. Point 8. The poet expresses his deep sympathy for the rural people. He feels helpless knowing he cannot solve their problems. He imagines their lives being trapped in difficulties to escape. Point 9. The poet highlights the exploitation of the poor folk by middlemen who pay them less and sell their products at higher prices in the cities. Point 10. The poet portrays the rural people's silent tolerance and their constant struggles to survive. Point 11. At the end, the poet reflects on the sorrow of rural people and their unmet desire for a better life. He criticizes how their suffering remains invisible to those in power. Point 12. The poet expresses his heartfelt pain that the countryside, rich in natural beauty, hides the economic struggles of its people. He advocates for sympathy and genuine support for rural communities. Point 13. This poem serves as a powerful evaluation of social inequality and a big gap between the privileged and the underprivileged.